Morning folks, Wednesday at 24th here. I started back doing a bit of work after we break off. Just reading through a wee article here, an article that I've seen here coming from Yahoo News that states Northern Ireland at risk of race riot. Permacrisis, government fails warn. Okay, so it goes on to state that Northern Ireland faces a permacrisis from reoccurring race riots. Reoccurring? I don't see any riots going on lately to use. From reoccurring race riots and may need to use military bases to shelter people burnt out of their homes, government documents reveal. So for me, that's implying that these people are going to start getting housed up in our hotels, these dangerous illegals that are coming here. There should not be any illegals in this country. There should not be. They should all be deported. All the criminals, all deported and put back to where they came from. That's not anti-immigration. The immigrants that come here legally have lived here and are perfectly fine here. They are not at risk. They are not in danger. But these illegals, what this government is doing is putting the rest of them in danger with their actions by allowing these illegals to stay here, and especially in the Chimney Corner Hotel. Now remember folks, this Saturday at 1 p.m, we're going back to the Chimney Corner Hotel, and we need our numbers to build. We need to seriously start putting pressure on these Kearney brothers, the Christopher Kearney and the Paddy Kearney. These are the boys that's orchestrating all this and pulling in the swabs of money into his pockets to line his own pockets, and basically put these people in hotels that are dangerous, fighting age males. So we'll go on with the article. Officials fear, actually what they'll do is, what they use is permacrisis. You're probably wondering what a permacrisis is. Well, what's a perma? Perma most commonly refers to the perma model. It's a scientific psychological model that some decade, Martin Seligman his name was, which stands for positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning and accomplishment. It highlights 5 core elements that contribute to a fulfilling and happy life, focusing on thriving rather than just absence of negative experiences. The term can also refer to a company, Permatech, a German manufacturer, and auto lubrication. So, the Perma model of well-being, folks, remember, this is some think tank that's just sat down and thought, come on, we'll come up with this idea, and we'll call it a Perma model. You know, permafrost, freezing us. But again, like it says here, engagement being fully absorbed in an activity, often described as being in a flow state. Right, so let's say us Ulster folk here were in a nice flow state. What they've done is, it's like the whole red ant and black ant situation where someone has just came and started shaking the jar, knowing exactly what was going to happen, how this was all going to turn out. And this is what's going on here, folks. So engagement, there is no engagement. These people in hotels, the only way they engage with us is if they want to rape one of our women, or rape one of our children, or stab one of our brave men who want to protect our women and children. That is the only engagement these people seem to have that are coming here. And I'm not anti-immigrant. I'm not anti-immigration. Never have been. I'm anti-dangerous, fighting age, illegal scumbags coming to this country. That's what I am. Our politicians, they all need held to account. They need to be seen to be acting, and if they don't, they need put out. It's as simple as that. Put them out of their office, put them out of their jobs. They do not represent us. It's a false representation, folks. Gains for self for another by false representation, that's fraud, okay? And that's what these politicians are doing in their de facto government setup in their terrorist city hall establishment. Relationships, have strong, healthy connections with others. Having a sense of purpose, belonging, serving something greater than oneself. Well, what will have the Fabian Society? Well, up in the whole Labour Party, I think all the Labour Party are members of this Fabian Society. They have simply recruited a new member there. I can't remember his name, but he is balls deep in this Fabian Society. And this Fabian Society are, well, it's not even that they're lefty. They just don't like us, the people, having free will and a free life to live whichever way we choose. So, again, I'll go back to, they're giving it a term now, a permacrisis, and like I just explained to you is what that word perma means. It's a psychological thing that's going on with us, where they think that they can just throw in this different religion and mix it in with our good Christian values and virtuous ways, and expect it all just to be good. No, it doesn't work that way. As stark warnings say, some displaced families have gone off-grid for security, and that authorities may struggle to provide safe emergency accommodation if renewed unrest erupts. Renewed unrest happened in Ballymena, a wee bit down in Portadown, but nothing has happened since. Our protests are all peaceful, and our protests are more anti-government than anything. My protests have been going to hotels that are housing dangerous age fighting males, okay? They haven't been going to the houses of ordinary, decent immigrants who have lived here and assimilated here for many years. So the papers need to get knocked out of your head. And another thing, listen, you all use dickhead media reporters out there. I have 10,000 followers. I've met thousands upon thousands of people over this last 6 months. So you want to start telling me I'm of all this one and that there one? I mean, where's your evidence? I've met thousands of people. I've met some very, very good men and some scrupulous people within movements, let's just say. So I am who I am. I continue to do what I do. I've been doing it myself all these years. I'm not going to stop anyway. And yes, I do speak to people because I'm not afraid to mingle and mix. So just remember, folks, what this government, what these medias all want to try and push out is that we're wrong, and all these dangerous males coming here without their wives, without their families, coming illegally by boat, getting flown in by plane. They've no ID, they've no passports. They need to go, folks. This whole setup and this immigration thing that was doing, there was to be proper policies laid out. They were to check for IDs, check for background pasts. Dangerous men, but no, our government haven't done it. This government is intent on flooding us and wiping out our cultures. That's not anti-immigration. That's concern for the safety of my people, folks. And I will not stop. And everyone behind all this, pulling us off, yous will be held accountable. God bless.
It's not the left versus the right. It's what is wrong and what is right. We've got to stand up.